This week, we enter a brave new world with Captain America. We get an update from a galaxy far, far away about the Mandalorian and Grogu. We talk about some upcoming convention fun and a whole lot more. Welcome to the Infinite Taylorverse. Warning.
Red alert.
Ay, 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 ay!
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger!
That's the emergency alert. This episode is full of spoilers for some of the latest and greatest nerdy movies and shows.
Spoilers.
Listener discretion is advised. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Infinite Taylorverse podcast. I'm Billy Taylor.
I'm Taylor Oxner.
And this week we're back to talk about some of the fun things going on out there in the pop culture universe. But before we jump into any of that, Taylor, what have you been nerding out about this week, man?
This week I have been nerding out about. So Lauren and I got to go on a date the other day, which was like really fun because we don't get to go a lot. But have you been to Oak Park Mall lately at all?
I went about a week ago.
So you know downstairs there's like a little Japanese store now.
Yes.
So in that Japanese store they have like knockoff Legos.
Okay.
I kind of think I've sent you a picture of like one of the Kirby's I built.
Yeah, you did.
And it was like 280 pieces.
Yeah.
And it was like an inch tall. I built another one.
Oh, nice. What is this one?
This one's like Kirby with like the fire crown thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it was way harder to build. I don't know if I'll do another one for a while, but it was fun.
Well, that's cool.
I've gotten to like, I don't know, I've been buying these little like either little sets like that or like little Lego sets that are like the $15 and under sets, you know?
Yeah.
And I've been like building them. I don't know why, just lately.
Oh, Legos are
Been on a
fun.
kick.
We were recently at Target, I think, and you've probably seen they've had like little mech suit characters, like they've got Marvel ones and they've got Star Wars ones.
I've built a Luke Skywalker and a Venom so far.
Oh, nice. I think back at Christmas, one of my gifts was the Miles Morales mech suit. He looks really cool. He's wearing his little hoodie and everything. But we were at Target a few days ago, maybe a week ago, and they had a Superman in a mech suit, and I've never seen that one before. So I was like, oh, I got to get this Superman. And like you said, it was only like not even $15.
Yeah, they're fun.
Those
it's
are
like a
super
lot of
fun.
fun.
Yeah. Well, let's see. My nerding out this week is, I've mentioned that the past few months, Oliver, my son, and I have been binging through Hunter x Hunter, the anime. And we, as of last night, have about 10 episodes left of the whole series.
Wow.
And we are loving that show so much. It is so good. The 5th season that we just finished up is very, very long. And it is full of what feels like a lot of filler type episodes, but it's just a lot of exposition, I guess, for lack of better words. It's kind of fleshing out a whole bunch of storylines for a whole bunch of different characters. And we haven't even seen some of the main characters that have been in the show from the start through this whole season. But now we're on to the final season. We started it last night, and we're starting to see characters we haven't seen in a while. And the second to last season ended so well, it even made you feeling a little bad and a little, I don't know, sympathetic for the bad guy, the main villain of the whole season. And I don't know. It was just so well done, and I can't believe we're only 10 episodes away from being done with a whole series. And yeah, it's been a good watch. So if you're listening, go watch Hunter x Hunter. It's really good.
I'll put it on the list.
Well, hey, let's just jump into the news. There's a lot of Marvel stuff this week, and for those of you guys listening, it's already out by now, but for us recording, we've got a few more days coming until we get to the premiere of Captain America: Brave New World, and I'm so excited about this movie.
I am too. I'm excited that I just don't know anything about it.
Right,
The trailers have been really, really close to the chest about anything.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see if there's any big surprises.
And every time we see Red Hulk, it's kind of the same clips, and I'm really glad about that.
Yeah.
I want to keep all those surprises. This weekend is Valentine's Day, and when my wife, we were talking about, hey, what do we want to do this weekend for Valentine's Day? We just wanted to keep it kind of simple, so we're gonna go eat something and watch the new Captain America for our Valentine's Day date. So that'll be fun.
Right on.
I'm kind of excited to see, like you said, what's going on. What have you not shown us in the trailer? And, we've been hearing all the stories about this introduces adamantium and all that stuff. So I wonder if we'll see familiar names from all the X-Men stories, Are we going to see, like, oh, that's Stryker or Project X or whatever? I kind of hope we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I kind of hope so too. You need to start building on that sooner or later.
And kind of speaking of that, the director from this movie was in an interview recently, and he did confirm, there's been rumors, but he confirmed that this will introduce adamantium. So I have a feeling we are going to hear a little bit about Project X and all that stuff, which leads to Wolverine, and I'm pretty pumped about it.
Yeah.
I was reading a little bit more about it, and if you guys have read a lot of comics with Marvel, especially Captain America and other things, you kind of know what the Serpent Society is. But it sounds like this movie is reimagining them a little bit, as the MCU tends to do to certain characters. And they're swaying from their typical origins and moving a little bit over to they're going to be a government special ops team.
Oh,
So the Serpent Society is a little bit different, but that's where we're going to see Giancarlo Esposito's character and all that stuff in this movie.
okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Now, this next thing on the list, it's Marvel, but it's also lots of other stuff. But they had the Critics' Choice Awards recently, and Marvel kind of clean sweeped a lot of things, but so did a bunch of other cool stuff that we like. But Deadpool and Wolverine got the award for Best Comedy, and then Colin Farrell and Kristen Milioti from the Penguin series, they both got an award for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actress due to the Penguin for their limited series acting. So I thought that was kind of cool for them.
Yeah, that's cool.
X-Men 97 got Best Animated Series, so that's amazing. That was such a good
Yeah.
show. The director, John Chu, who directed Wicked, we know I loved Wicked, and he got Best Director, so that was cool to me. And did you ever have a chance to see the movie The Wild Robot, maybe with your kid or anything?
I never did. I know that it's out and I know it's supposedly really good. I just haven't gotten to it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I hate to say it's a little predictable, but scratch that aside, it's a pretty good movie and it's really heartwarming. And
Oh,
it
okay.
won Best Animated Feature, so that's kind of cool too.
Right on.
Have you been keeping up with Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man?
I'm 4 episodes in, so I'm
Okay,
like 1 behind. I didn't realize they released 3 this week instead of 2, so I wasn't prepared to watch 3.
I got you.
So
You probably watched 2 and then turned it off, not even thinking about it.
yeah, I did. And I saw it, I was like, oh crap, there's a 3rd one. I was like, oh well.
And then tomorrow they're releasing 3 more.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's good so far though.
Oh, I'm loving it. And I'm liking the Peter Norman relationship, but I wonder at what point is it going to turn, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if it is going to turn.
That's true. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't.
Because this is a very different Spider-Man. Also, I love all the slingers. On the episode I just watched, he wears every single outfit from the slingers.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That was cool seeing all the outfits, and then the one they wind up going with for the series so far, I really like the kind of the black and white suit.
Yeah, it's an interesting take on like the Future Foundation suit,
Uh-huh.
which just comes like way far down the line, but it's cool.
I do wonder if they do have a rift in their relationship, if at that point he'll kind of go back to his regular suit, he'll have to make it himself or something.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, the next 3 episodes come out on Wednesday. So by the time you're listening to this, the next 3 episodes are already out. So go watch them. I'm pumped to watch them.
Heck yeah.
All these Marvel things that are out there right now, it's pretty great. We recently had our Agatha All Along series, and someone was talking to the creators of that series, and it sounds like there's not going to be a season 2 of that, but there is going to be a Wiccan spin-off at some point. And that makes sense.
Okay.
And I wonder, we're at some point in the next year, we're going to be getting that Vision Quest series. Maybe we'll start to see some of those characters come into more play in that series, and then maybe that'll lead into this Wiccan-focused series.
Well, I mean, it kind of seems like that's like what they're doing with like WandaVision, and then that came to be Agatha all along, and then it's, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
they're feeding one show and do another show that way.
Yeah, and that makes sense because it's not called WandaVision 2, but Agatha All Along is a sequel to WandaVision.
It's an exact sequel, pretty
Yeah.
much.
And so even though they don't call it, Agatha Season 2, Wiccan would for sure feel like a new sequel, or so will Vision Quest, I'm sure.
Yeah, like Marvels you can put in there somewhere, probably between WandaVision and Agatha. But
Oh, yeah, with Monica Rambeau and everything.
Mhm.
Oh, one of the latest mutant rumors is that when we do finally get the mutants into the MCU, it sounds like they're eyeballing the actor Javier Bardem to play Mr. Sinister.
Okay,
And I
I
can
can
totally
see it.
see that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of people can play that character. He's very CGI.
Oh, yeah.
He's very monotone.
Yeah,
I don't think that character is going to be hard to fill, if that makes sense.
right. But yeah, that'll be cool. I feel like Javier Bardem, if that's who they go with, he's a very menacing dude, so I could see it working.
For sure.
So we've talked a lot over the years about Young Avengers eventually happening. You kind of called that one early on, but now the latest rumblings, which we've also talked about this a little bit, is they're probably going to call it Champions instead of Young Avengers. And there was an interview recently with the people behind this, and they are for sure going with Champions because some of these actors aren't so young anymore. And it's going to be Kate Bishop leading the team, and the organization Saber and Nick Fury will be helping her gather and assemble the team, just like Nick Fury did with the Avengers. So that'll be cool, kind of seeing history repeat itself with a whole fresh new set of young people.
Yeah, it's that would work.
We've also got some confirmation that World War Hulk is still happening. And what I was reading says it's going to take place on Battle World, and there should be an appearance by the Joe Fixit personality. So that'll be kind of interesting to see.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
We know Daredevil Born Again is coming real soon. We're almost there. It's going to be here the first week of March. We're less than a month away, so I'm super pumped about that.
That's crazy close.
But the latest rumor, this one's more of a rumor, but it's coming from places that typically turn out to be true. Sounds like we're supposed to see Spider-Man pop up in this series. And if that happens, I think that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. They're
Yeah.
all street level there.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
We've talked in the past about a Strange Academy and a Power Pack project coming. The latest thing that they've talked about those two projects are they are still happening, but those are not going to be live action things. Those are going to be animated things. And I can see those two stories working animated, maybe even better than they would have live action. I'm a fan of the Power Pack, so that'll be cool to finally see them off of the pages and onto the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, if I were to say Hotel Inferno, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
That's, where Mephisto is. It
Mhm.
sounds like at some point we're finally going to get Mephisto in the MCU, and it's going to be around the Hotel Inferno area. So at some point we're going to get this Hotel Inferno to show up, and then we're finally going to see Mephisto and some of his underlings coming to and from this place. And it won't be in his own series. It's just going to show up at some point in a different series or movie.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I remember at one point they said it was going to be his own series. I thought that was so stupid.
Yeah, this makes more sense to have him kind of in the background of something else.
Yeah.
The final Marvel thing this week is we got a new poster for the Thunderbolts movie, which is also coming really soon. I think it's going to be here the first week of May, I believe. Well, the latest poster, it has the picture of the cast, and there's a giant asterisk, and each part of the cast is hanging out in a different part of the asterisk. And you know how people have been like, what the heck is this asterisk all about? Because it says Thunderbolts with an asterisk by it. And on this new poster, the asterisk, well, at the very bottom of the poster, there's another tiny asterisk, and it says, the Avengers are not available right now. So you know how in writing they'll use an asterisk or two asterisks to bring your eyes down to a footnote? I think that's all it is. It's just the asterisk brings you down to the footnote of the poster, and at the bottom it says, the Avengers are not available right now.
Interesting.
So yeah. The latest trailer that they showed during the Super Bowl made it sound like the Avengers are not here and all this and all that. Now, I wonder if that's just the way they're talking. They're all busy or something. Or I wonder if something's going on where they're incapacitated or something. It's more than likely they're just busy or disbanded or something, but who knows? It'd be interesting to find out they've been, incapacitated or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, there isn't really official Avengers.
Yeah. And that's true because that would have to be it because, Cap got old and he isn't Cap anymore, and Thor's gone where he's been gone. And you're right, they're all kind of broken up right now.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well, over with DC, it's not a whole lot, but that Blue Beetle movie we got a couple of years ago, it sounds like they're
Yeah, I
gonna be...
never saw that thing. I wanted to. I never got around to it.
Oh, yeah. It's a fun watch. It's on HBO Max. You should check it out at some point.
It's also on Tubi for free now.
Oh, nice. It's a fun movie. There's a few things I would have definitely changed about it. And I do like that it pays homage to the Ted Kord stuff, and you learn a little bit about him towards the end of the movie, but it's solely focused on the Jaime Reyes version, which is totally cool. But yeah, it's worth a watch.
Yeah.
And it leads into this news that they are going to be continuing that movie with a new animated series on Max. And it's going to have the same cast as the voice actors and everything. But yeah, there's a Blue Beetle animated series coming with the same cast. So that'll be kind of cool.
It is cool.
They've also been talking about all these new projects coming, and we finally got to see, Creature Commandos, and Superman's almost here, and Peacemaker Season 2 is almost here. There's an Authority movie on the way, and it sounded like for a little while, maybe they're not going to make that movie anymore, but they just confirmed that they are still going to be making an Authority movie. They're just currently rewriting the script completely based on where they originally wrote it to fit more into some updated ideas they have for the DCU. So that's cool, and that's coming. So if you're a fan of that book, we're going to get to see it on the screen soon.
Yeah.
I was a little bummed out that we were supposed to get some new trailer or clip or something from Superman during the Super Bowl, but all they did release was there was some footage of Crypto messing around with the Puppy Bowl logo, and then they re-released the same exact trailer, and the only difference is it had 2 additional seconds of Crypto in it. Otherwise, it
Uh,
was the same trailer. It's like, oh, well, that stinks. I wanted more.
I
But
saw they did something with the Green Lantern haircut too.
yes, they had a promotional thing of Guy Gardner, and he was kind of doing his hands through his hair, like slicking back his bowl cut. And it said Guy Gardner has the only bowl he needs, and it was, aired during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So goofy. I can't wait to see that character. And I love Nathan Fillion, so it's going to be a little over the top.
Oh yeah.
Well, over with Star Wars, we know at some point soon we're going to be getting that Mandalorian and Grogu movie. And one of the stars of that movie is actress Sigourney Weaver. And she was recently interviewed about that movie and her role and everything. And she couldn't give a whole lot away, but she did say that the one thing she will share is she does actually interact with Grogu quite a bit. And she said that since the last time we saw them, he's grown up quite a bit and is capable of much more than he even was in the series. And that's all she was allowed to say. So
Okay.
that's making me excited. I really want to see what the heck's going on that side of the galaxy over there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
The last few things on the list, I don't know if you've had a chance to check it out yet, because I haven't, and I'm going to in the days to come here, but Invincible Season 3 started last week with 3 episodes.
I saw it came up on my, when you turn on your video game system and it shows you all the different things that are out, and it showed me the Invincible banner, but it didn't say new episodes or anything, so I didn't know if it started or not.
Yeah, but it came out on the 6th with 3 episodes, and then they're going to do 1 episode every Thursday.
All right.
So those of you guys listening, you have a chance to go watch 4 episodes by now, and oh, that show is so awesome. I can't wait to catch up on it.
Yeah, same.
Oh, for fans of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the version with Sarah Michelle Gellar, well, there is a sequel series in the works, and Sarah Michelle Gellar is directing it and will also show up in this series. Now, it didn't say, is she a regular? Is she the main star? Like, it didn't say any of that. It just says she's going to be in it and she's going to direct it. So if you're a fan of that show, that's probably going to be fun to watch. I never watched too much of it. I watched some of it every now and again, but it just wasn't one I got super into, I guess.
Yeah, people love that show.
Oh yeah, it's got a huge fan base. And the episodes I have seen were awesome, very indicative of that time, kind of like Smallville was, for people who love Superman. And yeah, so if you're interested in that, look into that. That'll be out soon. And the last thing here in the news for fans of the Smurfs, we got a Smurfs movie coming. Another one, but this one goes back to the beginning. This one's kind of a reboot, I guess. All the Smurfs movies that came before, this is a whole new start. And it sounds like they're doing it in Taylor's favorite fashion. This one's going to be a musical, kind of like Trolls or something.
Yeah.
And Rihanna is playing Smurfette. So there's that. But yeah, go look into that. We're getting a Smurfs musical. And I know Taylor's going to be first in line.
Oh, yeah.
Locally, they're still making a lot of announcements for Planet Comic-Con. For the Doctor Who fans, today they just posted that in addition to David Tennant, who has already been announced, they announced that Alex Kingston, who played River Song, and Catherine Tate, who played Donna Noble, are also both crossing the pond to join David Tennant and show up at Planet Comic-Con. So you can see the Doctor and River and Donna at Planet Comic-Con, and I'm so excited about that.
That's awesome.
And then, of course, by the time you're listening to this weekend, we have Missouri Comic-Con. Gonna be there, checking the thing out, having a good time, looking at what the event has to offer, which I know is gonna be awesome, and meeting some of the guests, and hopefully getting some cool interviews. But yeah, if you haven't made up your mind, I don't know why. You need to drive over to Springfield, Missouri, check out Missouri Comic-Con this weekend. It's gonna be awesome. But hey, that's all the news for this week. And we are just, again, so pumped. We got Captain America this coming weekend. We've got all kinds of shows, new episodes of Invincible and Spider-Man. So you guys need to get out there, find some stuff to watch, play some games to play, some books to read. And as for us here at the Taylorverse, I've been Billy Taylor.
Taylor Oscar.
And come back next week, guys. Same Taylor time, same Taylor channel.
Bye.
Bye.